This next transition is going from the half guard. We're going to set it up several different ways, but from half guard to X guard. And if you watch the video, the half guard options that I've done, you've seen a lot of the sweep options. I start with old school, I go to the electric chair. From the electric chair, you can either go to stoner control or you can go to X guard. You can branch it off a lot of different ways. And a lot of people have said that they wanted me to focus a little more on the exact transition from lockdown electric chair area to the X guard, because there's a little bit of foot trickery that goes into it. So we're going to study that trickeration just a little bit and really focus on it. So right now I'm in a standard lockdown position. Okay, I've stepped over, I've stepped under, and I've leg laced my legs in. Okay, so I'm in the lockdown. I have my double underhooks. I'm going to go through straight whip up, and I'm going to go just like I'm going old school. Old school doesn't work. I dive my arm through. This hand goes to the back of his armpit. This hand goes under his leg behind his thigh. So here, I slide my hips in under him, and I kind of do a whip up the other way. Now here's where the footwork comes in. I'm extending this leg out. This needs to be uncomfortable for him. If it's at this angle, he's very strong. He'll put his foot on the ground, he'll kick straight back. I'm going to end up losing a lot of my position from here because I didn't have the footwork in the right place. This needs to be torqued out on his hip. Okay? This is very uncomfortable. He loses a lot of his strength here from the hips area. So I've got a good solid electric chair going. I'm really pushing him away. I need to pull this foot up and trap it with my other foot. Okay? You can't really do this unless you've got extremely flexible legs. You can't really do this position in the traditional lockdown, but because I'm up on my other side, what I've done is just pull that up, put both feet under. You see how both feet are holding that shin? Now I've got this foot free. Okay? You won't stay here forever, so don't make this a camp out. He will eventually kick this leg free, but as long as you're pulling it, this is a good tight position temporarily. This foot goes in, under his knee, and you see the way that I'm picking him up. And keep in mind, I'm carrying on a conversation while doing this, so it's not like it's a big struggle. All you do is torque that leg, put this leg under it. Now, he's going to be pushing back up anyway. As he does that, I'm going to kick my leg straight up, and he's going to fall into X guard. Lockdown, whatever we're going to, we're going to go to the electric chair. Okay? From here, again, torquing, both feet under. This foot comes free and goes under the knee. This hand's going to go to his hip if he's not pushing back. He's going to be pushing back. If he's not pushing back, first off, you're going to get the original electric chair sweep anyway. But most guys are going to give you a lot of resistance, and they're going to push up here. Plant this foot under the knee, lift him straight up, and just slide your other leg behind. And you're in the X guard. Again, don't make this a camp out. The guy stands straight up. You got low leg picks. You got a lot of different sweeps. But that's the transition. There is another way to do that. That's the setup that I use when I've gone old school electric chair, and he's doing his push-up, coming back up on top of me. There's another way to go about it. There's a variation. Aaron's going to show you a variation that allows you to set it up without having to go through the electric chair.
Alright, basically, it's very similar in the foot operations here, except you're doing things a little bit quicker, and you're going to be picking the leg a little bit differently. The great thing about this setup is that it's kind of marrying an open half guard with the lockdown, and you're basically only utilizing the lockdown position for a very small portion of time. But it'll also help you get really, really good at picking the leg when he has his leg hidden here and you can't get your lockdown on. When I'm in half guard here and he's got his leg hidden on the inside of his body right here, and sometimes even sitting on it, what you'll have to do is you have to open up your half guard here, bring him off of the foot, and bring your leg inside to be able to pull this leg out to switch then to your lockdown. Alright? So, the basis of this position is coming from that. Alright? What you have to do is that if you're here and you can't get your lockdown on, you can't fish in and get your leg in, you open up, pull this leg inside, and hook it under the leg. Very similar as the last position that was explained. Alright? Same sort of thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to windshield wiper, I'm going to pull that leg over the top and turn. Alright? So we're here. Alright? Now, To be able to set up the X guard properly, to go right into the X guard from here, I need to go ahead and have this underhook. Alright? So this is what makes it even harder to be able to get this foot pin, is because once you have an underhook here under the leg and you're under the body, he's got a lot more weight on you. You have to open up this guard here to get that leg inside. Alright? Once you open up the half guard, you pin this leg, you pull it towards the side. Alright? You're going to pull the leg up and fish your leg under. Alright? From here I just push up, switch my leg.
And you're immediately
so to set up the X guard, alright, from the half guard, from the lockdown, we got to have this arm already under. Alright? So he's already moved a little bit towards our head, and that means that it's harder to get this foot trapped. So we're open up this half, fish under, snatch that leg. Pick the leg, we're going to move our hip in towards the body so we can get our center closer to his. Rotate, pull this leg up, and fish the leg under. Alright? See, as this leg gets pulled up, the right leg comes under, supports under the knee, and then we can just push up on the body and get that leg right under. Very, very quick. Here's what it'll look like, all in one motion. Alright, immediately chopping down on the knees, immediately putting the person off balance. You have to go through the steps fast. You have to get under the legs fast, or he'll push, pass, switch his knee out, and walk around. It definitely has to be done.
There's two ways to set up the X guard from the transition of either the lockdown or the electric chair. For a lot of you that were going through the half guard options video and couldn't really see the footwork on how we went from the lockdown position and we transitioned to the X guard.